big part of ear training is recognizing chords within a progression. On occasion, we like to take you through the process of how to accomplish this. We call it ear training. Jeremy calls it Jeremy torture. You're listening to Music Student 101. And now your hosts, Jeremy Burns and Matthew Scott Phillips.
We are back.
Welcome back.
Back to Music Student 101.
Back to Music Student 101.
Your friendly neighborhood music education podcast.
We do what we can.
Notice anything kind of cool or interesting about that bumper music?
It was very crunchy and groovy.
Crunchy and groovy, thick, lush.
Thick and lush.
Well, 7th Chords might have had something to do with that. And some cool news. Coming up, the next episode will be our 10-year anniversary.
Woo!
And we'll have some fun then, but I figured maybe we try and get one more kind of Jeremy Torture episode in there, right?
Well, you know those are fun for me.
Those are fun for Matt and apparently fun for our listeners, so we aim to please. And it's been a while since we've done this.
Yes, it has been.
Yeah. I think that I wanted to keep the ear training going, but we covered so much, I was like, well, how can we extend on what we've already done? Now at some point we can do extensions. Speaking of extending, we can do 9th chords, 13th, you know.
Yeah, we can do those, but then there becomes sort of a limit of what you're expected to be able to do ear training wise, right? You know?
Unless you have perfect pitch and you can hear
unless you have perfect pitch
13 notes and a rock dropping on the ground.
Right, you know, at some point, you know all the concepts, and then it's just a question of practice. But I actually hope this particular episode, in addition to a new ear training concept, might give us a chance to sort of practice thinking about 4-part harmony, and we'll see why in a second here. But
we'll also learn why Matt thinks I'm going to have a problem with this.
I think this is going to be challenging.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I'm trying to rally myself here. But we can talk about that too. Why is it going to be challenging? But first, a social moment.
A social moment.
We no new reviews to speak of. It's been a while, so if you want to support us, that's one way you can do so, money free.
Go out and review us.
Yeah, but we do have, speaking of money, if you want to support us through Patreon, there's Patreon.
Yes.
And you go to our donate page on our website and you can find PayPal, Patreon, and other options, or you can buy our merchandise on the link to the store at Redbubble.
Yes.
Now, if you do want to support us financially on a monthly basis, on a subscription basis, you can be like our friend Scott Owen.
Thank you, Scott.
From Anchorage, Alaska. What does Scott have to say, Matt?
Scott says, I'm glad I found your podcast. I've been getting back into music training lately, and I'm grateful for the help. I played piano from a young age, played trombone in band from 6th through 12th grade, and also play bass guitar. Hey. Bass guitar player. Us bassists, we're taking over. He continues, I briefly attended the University of North Texas as a music major playing piano, but ultimately walked away from music for many years. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. The lessons in your podcast have been exceptionally helpful. Well, thank you, Scott. It's always good to hear.
Yeah.
Currently, my primary instrument is piano. I plan to get my bass playing going again as well. I enjoy most music, but currently my favorite styles are solo piano pieces from the Romantic period. Especially Liszt's transcriptions of Beethoven's symphonies. I've heard of those.
That's interesting. I've never heard of those.
Yeah, I've heard of those. I don't know if I've ever heard them played, but I've definitely heard of that.
How would it be any different? Not to digress too much, but how would his transcriptions be any different than what Beethoven? Like, did he just do it in his own style?
Well, Beethoven's symphonies are for orchestra.
Oh, so he used to do them for piano.
Yeah, so they were transcribed for piano.
I see.
Yeah.
Carry on.
In that very genius-y Liszt way, I suppose.
I bet that would be cool.
Jazz, Norm Stockton's Grooves, and Sushi is at the top of my current playlist. And metal. The Swedish metal band Sabaton is one of my favorites. I have a soft spot in my heart for Sabaton.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I have a soft heart. Like, there's a lot of good Swedish bands I really dig, you know?
Yeah.
We talked about a few of them.
They're history buffs in a way, Sabaton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, most of their history is centered around Swedish military history, but...
Which I'm not well versed in.
Oh, me either.
But I guess it's a good time to learn.
Yeah. What is it? Winged Corsairs is a Sabaton song, one of my favorites. Anyway.
Maybe I'll have that in common too.
Yeah. Winged Hussars. That may have been it. Anyway, he finishes, thanks again for the great podcast and detailed instruction you provide.
All right. Well, thank you for your Patreon patronage, Scott.
Thank you so much, Scott.
And now, for our listener mail, we actually have another Patreon patron we've recently heard from, is our friend Gus.
Gus.
Yeah.
We remember Gus.
Gus from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah. How's it going, Gus?
And Gus has a really cool question about tunings. So, what does he have to say?
So Gus says, I recently listened to a luthier, which is someone who makes harps, lutes, guitars.
Repairs.
Yeah, repairs and sometimes builds. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I recently listened to a luthier about how some of his violin soloist customers tune their instruments at A equals 442, sometimes 443 in hertz. According to them, they do this to sound brighter, sharper. I got puzzled. Wouldn't this mess up with the equal temperament being used by the rest of the orchestra and make the violin sound, well, weird? Does this make sense at all? Or is this luthier simply just mad? Or his customers?
We're all mad. I'm mad. You're mad. We're all mad.
We're all a little mad here.
You heard of this, Matt?
Yeah.
This kind of goes back to our equal temperament and overtone series episodes.
It sure does. Yeah.
And they actually might have been a little bit of mention of that.
Probably, yeah. We also did one on the different sort of tunings that have happened, like where A equals 440 was considered too high by some people, and some people thought, 432 was the frequency vibration of the Earth, so we should be in touch with that.
Yeah, kind of get in tune with the Earth.
Right, and that this actually, if you like to listen to meditative or ambient kind of music on YouTube like I do, you've probably seen a whole lot of videos advertising a whole lot of tunings less than 442 that is supposed to be, spiritually healing and, the binaural, 442 against something like 418 or something like that.
Sounds like a head full.
Yeah. Well, in this particular case, the difference between 442 and 443 versus straight 440 is unlikely to be perceived as an intonation problem. Right? You're only talking about 2 or 3 more vibrations a second when you're already getting 440 off them.
Yeah, drop in the bucket.
Yeah. So it may produce, a feeling that that the timbre is a little bit brighter. So maybe it stands out a little more.
Yeah.
That could be a little bit of a placebo effect too.
I wonder about that.
I would love to do a violin version of a blind taste test. Yeah. See, well, and get one in 440 and one in 443, and see how many people can say, well, the one in that one sounds brighter, not knowing which is which.
I wonder about that.
Yeah.
Well, I went to the point that I looked it up on, there's an article on violinist.com. And they talk about the same kind of stuff that the luthier was talking about. They say, and this is apparently used more and more commonly these days, especially in European orchestras like Germany and Austria.
Yeah.
And the idea is that it stands out as a little bit brighter. I think it's brighter because it stands out because it's just a little bit off.
It's just a little off, yeah.
Where subconsciously you're kind of noticing it. And I'm also noticing that they're talking about solo violinists. So I wonder if a harmony member, like a violist or a cellist, would be doing the same thing. Or is it more... I don't think everybody in the orchestra is tuning to this, right? Because some people cannot, right? the oboe. Well, maybe
some people kind of cannot.
Who's on a fixed pitch? On a fixed.
Or on more of a fixed pitch than the violin, certainly.
Yeah.
Certainly.
But all that to say, it might stand out more on a solo instrument.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
More and more orchestras aren't tuning to the oboe anymore either. There's a pure A440 tone on it that's generated via a device, as opposed to
That's interesting.
Yeah, as opposed to the traditional way of everybody tuning to the first oboe, whose A is given to be the most solid.
And then, of course, it makes me wonder, would a solo guitarist benefit from a similar tuning, tweakage? I'm not going to start recommending this stuff because I'm just seeing chaos coming about,
Yeah. And two, think of a violin as a treble instrument. Think if you're a bass player, that intonation might show up more and sound more off in the lower registers, given what the overtone series is.
And because there's less frequencies per second.
Yeah.
There might be a more wobble factor going on.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Because the difference between 440 and 443, not such a big deal. Between 220 and whatever half of 443 is, you might notice more.
Yeah,
I would think.
I'd buy that.
Yeah. But people do all kinds of things. It's not like they're tuning to 460 or something that we're definitely going to hear is not the same tuning.
Yeah, and I wonder at what point do you start to notice? Clearly it can't be 445 or 440. Well, it could be because they're only going to 443 in many cases.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like some people would start to notice it at 445 or 6.
Yeah.
People with perfect pitch might start to notice at 445 or 446. By 450, attentive, discerning listeners to intonation might start to notice. Mm-hmm. I feel like by 460, everybody notices. It sounds out of tune, right?
I would think so. Hey, but violinists out there, or even lead guitarists, if you want to try it out and report back.
Please,
we welcome
try it
you.
out, report back, see what happens.
Now, if you decide to do this, you're going to need to use frequencies rather than lettered note names, obviously.
Yes.
If A440 equals A442, then you're going to want D295, G196.7, E662.3, and so on.
Yeah, man.
That's for 442. Now, if you're doing 443, you need to make the adjustments accordingly.
All of those,
so
right.
It's going to be you're going to get your calculator, bust out your calculator. But go for it.
Fun stuff.
Go for it.
Go for it.
All right. On with the show.
Yes.
You'd think that by the time we've covered all the diatonic chords in major and minor, and then all secondary dominants and secondary seventh chords, non-chord tones, augmented sixth chords, and even
modal mixture,
Neapolitan sixth chord.
Yeah.
We would have said most everything we need to say about the diatonic chord progression. Even with the kiss of chromaticism, as we do on occasion.
Right.
Because we did do one on non-chord tones also, right?
Did we do a Jeremy torture on non-chord tones?
We did,
wow.
yeah. I kind of
Nice.
wish we hadn't, because I might have done it a little bit different. Instead of doing all non-chord tones on one episode, maybe I would have dedicated one to suspensions and one to...
Yeah.
But, hindsight being 2020.
Right, yeah.
So we're now kind of amp up the challenge here, a.k.a. the Jeremy torture.
A.k.a. the Jeremy torture.
And we're going to do this by throwing a little bit more texture into these progressions. So in this episode, I'm hoping that we're going to play chord progressions as we normally would.
Yep.
But now every chord is going to be a seventh chord, except for maybe the tonic.
Excepting the tonic. Jeremy has given me the caveat that I do not have to play a tonic seventh chord.
Yeah.
Because while in jazz music, the one is often a 1/7 chord, because in jazz music, the seventh is considered a consonant, so it's just no big deal.
Sure.
In classical music, 1/7 almost never happens. Mm-hmm. A 1/7, if you ever write 1/7, what you meant was 5/7 of 4, right? Mm-hmm. I get to not write tonic chords. They're tonic 7 chords.
Yeah.
Every other chord, I'm going to try to make a 7 chord. And this is the part where it gets fun for me. In some inversion. So when we propose this, Jimmy's like, well, let's make it all 7 chords. And I'm like, I'm not going to just plunk out root position 7 chords.
That would be boring, wouldn't it?
Well, you'll just listen to the bass line and assume they're all 7. And, it won't be nearly torturous enough.
Right, yeah.
So we are going to do these in 7 chords in some inversions. And in doing so, hopefully these are going to follow the kind of classical chord progressions through different inversions that often happen. Mm-hmm. So you'll not only be getting some good practice in 7 chords, but you'll be getting good practice in 4-voice harmony, as it often happens in classical music.
So my ultimate hope is to be able to not only identify the chords, but their inversions. But
their inversions.
I'll be also happy just to be able to get the chord qualities or the tonic chords.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. Well. That can help you with what chord you're listening to.
Oh, it's been so long I can't remember. We're gonna find out, I guess.
Should we review the tonic chords, the diatonic chords, real quickly?
Yeah, let's take a moment because that's going to be most of the leading up to this whole thing, ear train, that we're going to do. And what's a good way to do that? I was thinking maybe you could play like a 1 chord and then just go to another chord, and then maybe I can tell you, and then back to 1.
Okay.
And maybe I can tell you what that is.
Sure. Or did you want to just review conceptually what the diatonic chords are?
Let's start off reviewing conceptually what the diatonic chords are. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So diatonic chords. This is definitely an older concept. It's one we got into pretty early. Mm-hmm. The idea is that if I start out in a scale, for example, C major, I'm going to be in C. I'm tired today, folks. We don't feel like thinking about. We're just going to be in C. Okay.
It's a C kind of day.
It's a C kind of day. If I'm just in C. So key of C.
Key of C.
And the key of C has the 7 notes of the C major scale. Right? In whatever octave. Right? Mm-hmm. Whatever octave I want. So if I use just those 7 notes of my scale to construct my chords, then the chords I'm going to be constructing are the diatonic chords.
Diatonic in that they're all in the same key.
In that there are all chords that are made up of notes from that scale.
Okay.
As opposed to chromatic chords, which would be bringing in notes from outside of that scale.
Okay. Right? Very good.
So, like, for example, if I'm in C, my 1 chord is going to be C major, obviously, right? Okay. C, E, and G.
1, 3, and 5.
Right. If I do my 2 chord, D, F, and A.
D minor.
Yeah, and you'll notice it's a minor chord, right? Chord based on 3, E, G, and B. Another minor chord. The chord based on 4 is major. The chord based on 5 is major.
Lovely.
And then the chord based on 6, A, C, and E, another minor chord.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the weirdest one is going to be the 7 chord, which I'm going to get a B, a D, and an F.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that's going to be a diminished chord.
Diminished chord. That's that one tense little chord in that whole thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Up.
Right.
And look at that.
And then you're back to C.
We're back to C, 1.
Yeah. So major scale, major 1, minor 2, minor 3, major 4, major 5, minor 6, and diminished 7.
Yeah.
So those qualities are not going to change in whatever major key you're playing in.
G major, D major, B flat major, whatever.
Correct, yeah. So long as you are using diatonic chords.
Okay.
Meaning so long as you are only using the notes out of that particular major scale, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Minor scales work the same way. They just have a different set of qualities. So, for example, when I'm in A minor, obviously my 1 chord is minor.
Yep.
Here's B, D, F again. So my 2 chord is diminished.
Diminished. Starting off diminished.
My 3 chord is major. Right? And my 4 chord is minor. D, F, A again. My 5 chord is minor.
Diatonically speaking.
Diatonically speaking. My 6th chord is major. F, A, and C.
A little flip around.
Yeah. And then my 7 chord also major. Right, G, B, and D.
Which
and
is
that
a great
brings us
way
back,
to get back to...
Then that brings us back to...
Yeah.
Brings us back to A minor. Now, a note about diatonic chords in minor. Mm-hmm. We actually have 3 minors, remember?
Yeah.
We have natural minor.
Yep. Which we just heard.
And then we have melodic minor.
We do.
And we have harmonic minor.
Mm-hmm.
So, what does melodic and harmonic do to our diatonic chords? Well, it changes them.
Yeah.
So if I'm in A minor, that's be an A minor, right? But I'm in a harmonic minor, right, with the raised 7 scale degree.
Love that.
Oh yeah, it's really beautiful. That raised 7 scale degree is going to do a couple of important things. It is going to make my 5 chord a major chord, right?
Which resolves way more resolvingly, I guess.
Which resolves way more resolvingly, yeah, because we've made our note G into a G sharp, which means instead of E, G, B, we have E, G sharp, B, which is E major. And yeah, definitely. And that major 7 chord that was at the end, in natural minor, yeah, there you go. That 7 chord has been completely taken out of the picture.
Yeah.
Because now instead of GBD, which is also a diminished triad.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
G sharp BD, which still nicely resolves to that 1 chord. Right?
Yeah. So, absolutely. That G sharp is always going to resolve well to A, right?
It just doesn't sound as modal to me.
Yeah.
Compared to major 7 resolving to minor 1.
Yeah, which sounds very, very modal. Very, it's kind of a folk music thing. It's a big thing in Celtic music.
Absolutely.
And, Irish and Scottish music. It is a big thing in folk musics all around Europe and America.
What do you call it? The Andalusian cadence kind of thing.
Right, yeah.
Very cool. Anyway.
Yeah. So those are diatonic chords.
Hey, but did we do the because you're gonna I got a sense that I might have to come face to face with the this raised 6.
You may indeed.
What's gonna happen when that happens?
So similar kind of things when you raise the 6th and 7th, in other words, create melodic minor.
Yeah.
You are going to have a 4 chord that is major. In addition to a 5 chord that is major.
Okay.
And you are going to have a 6 chord that is, that's an interesting little equation. Yeah, you're going to have a 6 that is diminished.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to be prepared for that too.
Yes.
All right.
Fun stuff, huh?
Fun stuff. Scary stuff.
Scary stuff.
I came in here a little more confident, and then you mentioned that whole melodic thing, and I was like, oh, this is
no.
New element to my fear. Okay, so soon we're going to go ahead and get into the proper, Jeremy torture, as we call it, where Matt plays a combination of chords, this time all with 7th chord, all 7th chords.
All with 7th chord, except for the tonic. I'm allowed to have just a tonic triad.
I appreciate that. Because I'm sure I'll appreciate it when probably the last chord in most cases will be the tonic. But hey, I'm not gonna try and predict the future here.
Right.
But maybe we warm up our ears a little bit for myself and our good listeners, and maybe you play a couple of things. Maybe play a 1 and then fill in the blank chord, and then maybe back to 1.
Okay.
And I can see if I can figure out what it is.
All right.
Maybe we do 3 in major and 3 in minor.
Okay.
All right.
So, I'll start you off simple, and I'll be in C.
C.
And I will do.
Listen to me trying to sing those notes. Now I think it was just a 1-1-5-1, huh?
5.
Oh, it was an inverted 5/7.
1-5-7.
1. Yeah. That's what we're talking about today, right? Yeah. Don't let me leave out those 7th chords.
I won't.
Sure
Don't worry.
As a bass player, I never even really think about those a whole lot.
No, yeah. As a bass player, we don't. I mean,
I should.
It's kind of funny. There's all of that superscript stuff that comes after a chord name. We pretty much just ignore.
Yeah, Scott, do you do that as a bass player?
D7, yes, right. Well, he's a pianist too, so maybe not.
Probably not. Yeah, he got that.
Yeah, I can see like D7, sharp 9, flat 11, flat 13, and it's like, okay, so D. All right.
If I got one measure, I'm covering D, A, and probably an F sharp in there, maybe.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so that was 1-5-7-1.
1-5-7-1. Let's do one more kind of easy one.
Are we still in C? I guess it shouldn't matter.
You know what? Let's be in something else.
It shouldn't matter.
Let's be in D.
Okay. Cool.
And I am going to go. Let's see what I'm going to go.
It's got to be either a 4 or a 2, and I want to say it's got a sweetness to it. Can I hear it one more time?
Yep.
Yeah. Predominant kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I still could understand if it was like a sweetness or that little minor 7 thing going on. I'm just going to throw something at the wall and say 4, 1, 4, 7. Which would be a major 7 chord.
Yeah.
Back to 1.
Yeah, perfect.
Great.
Yeah. Very strange chord. Yeah, 'cause it's got the the major and the it very very strange chord. It does occasionally happen. You will kind of see it sometimes. Most often resolving back to 2 in some way.
But had you played just 1-4-1, I would have nailed it. I didn't have, but that one little dissonance in there is what I'm counting on to throw me for a little bit of a loop through these exercises.
Yeah.
Okay, one more.
I'm going to be a little more. I might just try to be a little more circumspect here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Here we go.
All right. Now you're getting a little creative here. I think what I heard was a 1-2-1, huh? 1-2-7-1. Oh, is this a 1?
What was the function of that middle chord?
It was passing. There was a passing function.
It was a passing function. That's very good.
I thought the bass went 1-2-3.
You sure did.
So then you landed on an inverted like a 1-6 chord.
Yeah, I sure did.
So so maybe that was a 5-ish thing going on.
Maybe
there.
it was.
Okay, so then 1, 5, and what did we call the first inversion 5 chord? 1. Oh no, wait, no, 2 is in the bass, so 5, 7, 2. That's in second inversion.
It is.
Okay, so we got a 1 to a 5, 4, 3.
Correct.
To a 1, 6. All right.
A 5-4-3 passing.
5-4-3 passing. Okay.
Yeah, and you did say that, so kudos. But you do have to
label it properly.
Right. Second inversions need to be neighboring, passing, pedal, or cadential. Right? Because you just have to explain what you're doing, how to treat that dissonance, because that 4 is technically a dissonance.
Great.
Yeah. Good work, and that's the kind of thing that's going to help you out later.
Yeah, hopefully so. We'll see. It's engaging theory of brain is always going to be a thing with these things, right?
Absolutely.
Speaking of which, you want to do 3 in minor?
Let's see. What's a good minor key?
D minor is the saddest, isn't it?
Not since equal temperament, sadly. So that's an E.
E minor. Okay.
E minor, yeah. So let's see what I can do here.
Hey, did you even end on a minor chord, or was that something? Was that a minor chord? That's okay, though, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. These are just 2 chords I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. So if 1...
There might be 3 chords.
Oh, that changes the story a little bit.
Sorry.
Let's hear that one more time then. Yeah, okay, so if we're in minor, I feel like we ended on the 3. Or maybe on the 6, huh? But I do feel like the second chord had a 7 in it.
Absolutely.
Had a flat 7 in it.
Absolutely.
Okay. And the 7 would be major 7, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so 1, 7.
7.
And there was some kind of inversion, 7, 7.
7, 7.
Okay, so it was root position 7. Because I heard that G or whatever that key we're in. D.
Yeah.
In the bass. And then I think you landed on what would be the relative major. Acting as a 1 chord because it sounded very tonic-y.
Very close. I actually ended on 6. 6.
Okay, I knew it was a mediant thing.
Yeah.
A major mediant thing.
Yeah, which is good. Which is very good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, then we have one more, don't we?
We have 2 more minor if you want to do 3 each.
2 more minor. Okay.
All right.
You just started with a difficult one.
I just started with a difficult one. Yeah. Here we go. So let's be in G minor.
G minor.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I heard in the bass. I do feel like I heard a leading tone resolve it like 1 sharp 7 1 kind of thing. So, and I thought I heard some crunchiness. I'm pretty sure I heard some crunchiness in that second chord.
Oh yeah.
I think it was a 1. Was a half diminished 7, which would be a 7 7 chord.
It would have been a 7 half diminished 7. Yeah.
And then back to 1.
Yeah.
All right. But,
very good.
But something sounded like it was moving down 3 2 1 about it. Maybe that was the inversions you're using.
It might have been. It was a soprano.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. There was a soprano voice.
All right. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Feeling better. All right. One more, and then we'll get into it.
One more. Let's be in C minor.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I heard some 5 energy for sure in the middle chord. So, but I heard a movement, a passing tone kind of movement, like we were talking about. Maybe?
Yes.
In the bass, where I was moving from 1 2 to 3.
Yep. Just the opposite direction from what we did last time.
Yeah. Okay, we're doing some retrograde work here. Yeah, 1, and again a 5 with a 2 in the bass, so that would make it a 5 4 3. And then to a 1 6 chord. Yeah,
very nice.
Because the third was in the bass.
Might not have been this. That might have been just the same thing, different key. But whatever.
Oh yeah. That's funny. Well, cool, man. So, and you said that you don't do this to your students. Actually, when you're doing oral ear training, you don't use a whole bunch of 7 chords, and like on the occasional 5 7 or maybe the occasional 2.
I don't use all 5 7 chords.
6 chord, 2 6 chord. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And really, what I don't do is like plunk around in root position and ask for those 7 chords.
Yeah. Right. Because that's just. By then, it's a little bit too easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And not as interesting, right? Because the reason we do these inversions is for an interesting bass line.
I absolutely expect them to harmonically dictate 7 chords in multiple inversions.
Okay. All right, then. Well, let's move on, shall we?
Yes.
Okay, so I guess we've had enough of this little practice warm-up kind of stuff.
The practice warm-up is actually going to be harder than the actual thing.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, hopefully.
Hopefully, because the actual thing, so we're going to try to do some some basic chord progressions here.
Yeah.
See how we do?
Yeah, but, like you said, we're going to have all 7th chords, except for the tonic.
Except for the tonic chord, there will all be 7 chords.
Those are our conventions.
Unless I forget.
Unless you forget. Will I even notice if you do? And I'm pressing myself to do inversions on this.
Well, you're going to have to. These chords are going to be inverted.
So it is written, so it shall be.
Yes.
Okay, I have my notepad here.
Okay.
We have a way that we do this. I get about 4 listens.
Get about 4 listens.
The first listen, I will focus on the bass notes.
Yes.
I'll try and write the melody that the bass is following.
Yes, yes.
The second listen, I will focus on the melody, the soprano voice.
Yes, yes.
The highest voice.
Yes, yes.
And then I will have at least 2 notes of each chord by the third listen.
Correct.
Now, by the third listen, I'm going to start switching into harmony mode.
Yes.
And trying to figure out what movements I'm hearing.
Yes, and this is the way we always do it. For those of you who've been following along a lot and practicing these a lot, and you are hopefully starting to get better at them, don't feel like you have to like sort of rigidly be, okay, step 1 is this, step 2 is that, right? Ideally, as your ear starts to improve, and Jeremy, you've experienced this too, you start feeling like, okay, well, I'm working on the bass line, but I already sort of have an idea of what those chords might be.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah,
like in your head, you're kind of pre-hearing.
Yeah, you're sort of pre-hearing, and the better your ears get, the more that happens. And then the ideal situation is you get to the point where you can listen to it and within a couple of listens have the whole thing because your ears are so good.
Yeah,
right?
that's the ideal.
That's the main idea. So don't feel like rigidly like I am only concentrating on the bass right now or the soprano right now. You can sort of pre-hear these things a little bit, and it's helpful to do so.
Yeah, in the back of your head, in the back of your ear.
In the back of your ear, as it were. Yes.
All right. So. And then the third listen, we're kind of, like you said, using our theory brain a little bit. And also, and then by the fourth listen, we're hoping we can just be confirming and tightening it up,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. What key are we in?
I will stick with C for right now.
Good old C major.
I know I'm being lazy. This is episode, 157? I'm allowed to be in C for... I've done a lot of these, okay? And I'm not a keyboardist.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here you go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So our starting bass note, C. Our starting soprano note, C.
Love it.
Yep. All right. And here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. Bass line, I'm thinking just 1, 4, 5, 1.
Nice and easy.
4, 5, 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. So second listen.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. So far, this is easy. Second listen. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I think I heard C.
Or, soprano line we're talking about here, right?
Yeah. And then I think it just stayed, the second chord, I think it stayed where it was.
Yeah?
And then the third chord, it dropped down a leading tone or a half step, I guess.
Yep.
But it felt like a leading tone. Well, we're in C, and that was the D, so we're in C. So, and then back to 1.
And then back to 1.
Okay, so that's our second listen.
So we have our bass line and soprano line now. So if you've been doing these a lot, you can probably already make pretty astute, educated guesses at 3 of those 4 chords.
Yeah.
Yeah. For formality's sake, I will give us a third listen.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay. That was our third listen?
That was our third listen.
All right, now here's where I guess in my heart of hearts, I was hearing like 1, 4, 5, 1, right?
Right.
But now that I'm paying attention to the quality of the second chord,
yep,
I might just move that to a 2 in first inversion.
And why do we think that?
Because I did feel like I heard some minor action going on in there.
So you felt like you heard a minor quality in that chord.
If it was a 4 chord, it would have been a major 7 chord, and I feel like I would have noticed that like a sore thumb.
A 4/7 chord is it's not that it doesn't happen. It definitely does, but it is kind of,
less common in classical music.
Less common. If I'm sitting in RL Skills 3 and trying to do a harmonic dictation, my big money's not on 4/7. Is you know what I'm saying?
Totally.
It's not that it can't happen.
Mm-hmm.
But so
fourth listen to confirm.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with my my thing.
Okay.
We got a 1 chord.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 2, 6, 5.
Mm-hmm.
We got a 5.
5.
7.
So there you go.
And that was a proper 5/7 chord.
And that was a proper root position 5/7 chord.
Position dominant. Mm-hmm. And then to 1.
Yeah.
Back to 1.
Indeed. Perfect. See how easy that was?
Yeah.
So, and very good noticing. Sad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, the other chord that often would be in that position with bass on scale degree 4 is, like you said, 4.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily 4/7, although that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But most often 4.
Yeah.
See how much brighter that sounds? Major chord.
100%.
Yeah, and then I'll just do the same chord. Right? 4/7 would sort of
Yep.
That's a very weird, right? Because it got that major 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That would almost have to. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. You said that exactly right. That is in fact a 2, 6, 5. So. Right. The 7th being still in that soprano that was hanging on, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, that I could have easily done a 1/6/4 there, but that would have been keeping the bass where it was.
Yeah.
I didn't really want to do that.
Kind of boring.
Or not keeping it where it was, but moving it to 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wanted an actual predominant chord. So I did 2, 6, 5, which resolves down into this 5/7. That's the 7 of our 5/7. Fa mi motion, right?
Very good.
So yeah, very, very nice. See how this is actually easier once they're in a harmonic context?
Yeah, but you did kind of start me off on a pretty simple one, though.
I did kind of start you off on a pretty simple one.
I appreciate that. But now, another one, shall we?
Another one, shall we? Yes.
I'm going to go check the computer for those of you who didn't notice through the magic of editing. We just lost a half of an episode because of a power outage. But look at what a good sport Matt is being about it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that was pretty nice. Let's see what else you got there, Matt.
Let's see what else. All right, I'll be in D. I know we're getting tired of C, so. We'll be in D.
2 sharps.
2 sharps. And we'll have our bass note be this D, middle of the bass clef.
Middle of the bass clef, got it.
And our soprano note be this F sharp, first bass of the treble clef.
Got it. First bass of the treble clef, F sharp, and then you said D in the bass.
D in the bass, yeah.
Middle line on the bass clef, got it. Okay, we are in D. And of course, I'm writing this down on my little notepad in pencil. In pencil, most important.
Always in pencil.
Always in pencil. Okay.
Yep. Are we ready?
Yep, listening for that bass.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Was that were you adding in like a passing tone in there?
I was.
So I have to include that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, okay. Oh man. Okay, so I got distracted when I heard that, but I think that what I heard was 1 D,
D.
moving down to a 6.
Yep.
And then maybe just down again to a 5. And then the passing tone to 4.
Yes.
To 3.
3, yeah.
Na, na, na.
Yeah, that's nice and low, too.
5, 6, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah. Or the scale degrees to the bass line. Yeah.
The scale degrees of the bass line. Yeah, cool. All right, so we have ourselves. There's already an inversion I know of for sure happening here.
Absolutely.
Okay, then. That'll work. Okay, second listen, I'm focusing on the highest note.
On the highest note, which is not that high.
Not really, but high enough for me to sing.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Apologies for the little retardando there, but yeah.
Here's what I'm thinking happened. So we start off on the 1. We start off on the 3, which is F sharp.
Yep.
Key of D. I want to say it stayed there the second chord.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the third chord, I want to say it dipped down to a E.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the passing tone happened, and then on the last chord, it ended up on the 3, back on the 3, F sharp.
Did it though?
Unless it went down to 1.
Yeah, this thing maybe it went down to 1.
Okay, maybe my ear just heard something that sometimes your ear fills in the blanks where they don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll call that a D then.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the second listen.
Nice little 3-line for those of you who have listened to our Schenker
Oh boy.
episode.
I don't even know if I remember that part.
We may not have gotten there yet. I don't.
We need to get back into Schenker. I know.
Yeah, we do.
We'll save that after the 10-year anniversary episode. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm going to try and listen for qualities.
All right.
D major, hit me.
Listen 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Well, first chord I know is obviously a major
Yeah.
1 chord.
Yeah, it's a good assumption.
Second chord, because the bass went down to 6, because the soprano stayed in 1.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's 2 chords, 2
Engage
members
your theory
of the
brain.
6th chord. Engage that theory brain, and I did think I felt a little bit of murky or darkness to it. So I'm going to say that this was in fact go into a 6-7 chord.
Yeah, there you go.
Root position, no less.
Root position, yeah.
Now things get a little strange. The third chord, I'm looking at an A, and I'm looking at an E.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that reeks of 5.
Yeah, and that chord reeked of 5 too, didn't it?
I think it did. There, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the 1.
Yeah. Minus the passing tone, but what was special about that one?
The passing tone?
Well, there's the passing tone in the bass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Down to G.
Mm-hmm.
And then what's special about our one?
Oh, because it's in first inversion.
First inversion.
With the third in the bass, which is mad, I must say. That's just a little bit unorthodox compared to what we've been doing this time. But I need to be ready for this. And
Yep.
That's all right. I got it.
I'm challenging you.
Okay, so fourth listen. We're going to put it all together again.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the fourth listen. Sounds like we've got it put together already.
I think so.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
That's a cool progression, actually. I kind of like that.
It's a Beethoven.
Is it? Yeah?
I think. I think it's a Beethoven progression, or it's very close to one.
Very cool, very cool. So what we have here is a 1 chord. Mm-hmm. Go into a 6/7 chord. 6 minor 7 chord.
6 minor 7 chord, yep.
Root position.
Yep.
Likewise, root position 5/7 chord.
Yep.
And then the passing tone.
The passing tone.
Kind of standing on its own, but if you're still hanging those other chords over it, do we analyze that, or do we just consider it a movement to the final chord? You know what I mean?
This is something that is more. It kind of falls into the realm of personal preference of whatever analyst. Mm-hmm. For me, I consider that a passing tone in the bass. Mm-hmm. Which would mean not a new chord necessarily.
Yeah.
Some people might think that is 5/7 moving to 5/4/2 bass, right? I don't really.
You don't get bogged down.
I don't get bogged down in that. And then there's a way to write figured bass, so it would be actually 8/9. Because in figured bass.
Oh, I remember that.
Because whenever the second number is larger, that meant the bass moved.
Yeah.
Right? Weirdness. I would just circle it and write passing tone.
Okay, good. That's what I'm inclined to do. And then finally, the last chord was just a 1.
It's a 1/6.
6 chord. Yeah, 1/6 chord. One
chord.
Yeah. First inversion.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's 2.
So there you go. And notice something. What was fun about that is, one, all I did was move the bass line. I didn't move any other voices, right? Mm-hmm. And that 1 became 6/7, right? Mm-hmm. The 7 being scale degree 5, which I didn't have to change, right?
Yeah.
All I did was, and then moving down to the 5 chord, that 7 from the 6 resolved down to be the 7 from the 5. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which of course became good stuff, right?
That's a good counterpoint there, ladies and gentlemen.
I get proud of myself sometimes. I don't know.
As well you should. All right.
We're
going to try one in minor?
We're going to try one in minor.
Okay. What kind of minor key
so
are we?
We're going to be in D minor.
D minor, 1 flat.
Yep.
I'm getting better at this treble clef drawing here.
Yeah.
It's the most artful part of what I do here. You said D minor. Okay.
Yep.
B flat, B flat. Okay. Let's see. For this one, don't give me the starting. I want to guess. I want to see if I can figure out the starting.
Okay.
Pitches.
I shall not give them to you.
Well, okay. There's the D in the bass, obviously.
Obviously, yeah.
And then we'll play it again. 2 Ds. Is it 2 Ds? Na. Okay, that's an A.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so I got a D in the bass.
Yep.
I cannot emphasize enough how this sing down thing is working for me.
It's the best thing ever.
It really is. Thank you, Matt.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we got a D in the bass and an A in the soprano.
Yep.
Take it away, maestro.
All right, here we go. Ready? Let me make sure I am ready. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Held that a little bit long, but
oh, that's okay. I'm not counting rhythms at all. You don't even need to count down these if you don't want to. I'm so bogged down in the notes themselves. But we have 4 chords. Mm-hmm. It does have a 1-4-5 vibe to it.
Yep.
But in the bass line, what I think I was hearing was 1, 1, 4, 5, 1.
Yep. Very good.
Great. Now I shall listen for that soprano note.
For the soprano note. All right. Here we go. Soprano note.
Y'all forgive me singing while I'm doing this. It's just kind of what you need to do in your head. But
okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Wow. No. I think it ends on 3.
I think you're right.
But some stuff happened in there that got a little squishy, a little crunchy, a little weird.
You're very squishy. Yep.
It's about time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm kind of shooting in the dark here, but I think that we had an A. Nah. And then the next chord maybe just went up to a 6.
B flat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, great. And then it went down. I think it went down to something, but I might have to have another listen. No. Is it down to a 4?
Yep.
Fancy. Okay.
And then ending on 3, as you said.
Yeah, so we have an A moving up to B flat, which is a 5 moving up to 6.
Mm-hmm.
Back down to a 4, and then down to a 3. The 4 being G, the 3 being
F.
Yeah.
All right. Ready for that third listen?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2.
One something 5 1.
Mm-hmm. 5.
5 7.
5 7. Yeah.
So then I'm gonna start engaging my theory brain on this second chord here.
Okay.
It could be a 4,
but
I feel like there's more busyness going on. So this might be another one of those 2 because it's diminished. Let me just have that fourth listen.
Okay, let's just give you the fourth listen.
And I'll listen.
Confirmation. We've got all of these chords but one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna listen like hell for this second chord here.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry.
That's no problem.
Trying to help you out a little.
Dear, are you doing some of this melodic or harmonic stuff in there somewhere?
Melodic or harmonic? Am I? Well, strictly speaking, it is D harmonic minor because the 5 is major. It's a 5/7.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that's happening on the chord before, right? But I thought I heard.
Yeah, correct that it is not. In fact,
I thought I heard like a sweetness to it, but
it's a very sweet chord.
it's got to be a 4 chord, right?
It's a 4 chord.
4.
4/7.
So that's a minor 7, huh?
It's a minor 7 in a minor mode.
And that is in first inversion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1, 4 7, 5 7,
5 7,
1.
1.
All right,
Look at that.
easy start for the minor.
Easy stuff.
Okay, let's see if we can squeeze in one more in the minor key, shall we?
In the minor key. So we'll be in G flat. Or in G minor, sorry.
Whoa, buddy. G minor, good old G minor. Well, that's 3 flats, is it?
2.
2 flats. Let's see here. I should know that. This probably helps my reading a little bit too. Notating. It can only help my reading, right?
Absolutely.
One day something's going to help my reading.
This is going to be good.
I'm excited, huh? And let's see if I can guess the first notes on bass and soprano.
Sorry.
I'm
having a lot of fun. How many chords do I get?
As many as you want. You can you can challenge me.
We're running short. Let's just keep it at 2 or 4. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, got it. Ready?
Yeah. So we're in G minor.
We are in G minor.
And in bass, I'm hearing a G, which is probably the one on the last space on the highest.
Yeah, the higher one.
Higher space in
the
B
top
flat.
space.
And then let me hear that chord again. That's too high.
Na,
Na, na. 3.
Yep.
So,
B flat.
B flat. Killer.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be fun. Ready?
Listen for the bass.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, you're being pretty nice to me today, I think. At least on the bass line.
I wonder if I am.
At least on the bass line. Because I think what I'm just hearing here is a G, moving up to A, which is 2, and then a 3, which is B flat, and then back down to A, and then back down to 1.
That's pretty good. Yep.
G. Okay. Now that we'll see what you do with the soprano then, huh? Which is too high for me to sing B flat.
Yeah.
Octave down.
You can sing in whatever octave, but yeah. All right, second listen.
Yes.
Okay. Second listen. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what I heard? It's kinda
Sounds like it.
Nice
So
little harmony of the first line, huh?
Yep.
So 3. 3.
Yeah.
4. 5. 4. 3.
3. Yeah. So the bass and the soprano are moving in tenths, huh?
They are. Tenths. Yeah. Parallel thirds.
Parallel thirds, yeah.
Beautiful. What am I doing wrong here? Okay. Okay, so then I have at least 2 notes from each chord.
Mm-hmm.
I could start using my theory brain now if I wanted to.
Yeah.
But we'll give a third listen then.
Third
See
listen?
if I can lock in on the harmonies.
All right. Here we go. Listen 3. 1, 2, 1, 2.
I feel like what might be happening here is 1 something.
Something.
1 6. 5 7.
5, 7. What inversion would that 5, 7 be in?
There's a 2 in the bass, so that would be the second inversion.
Second inversion.
So that we call that a 6 4. No.
When it's a triad, what do we call it when it's a 7 chord?
That's right. Okay, so it would be a 4 3.
So a 5, 4, 3, passing 5, 4, 3, right?
Passing 5 4 3, huh?
Yes. So the figured bass symbols for inversions, I always just remember them as like counting down from 6.
Yeah.
So first inversion is 6 5. Second inversion is 4 3, 6 5 4 3.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And then third inversion is 4 2 with the 7th in the bass.
You just got to remember that extra 4 in there.
You just got to remember that extra
it would
4.
Be a straight countdown otherwise, huh?
Yeah, it's just a straight countdown otherwise. And we call this passing because if it is a 6 4 or a 4 3, that means the 5th of the chord is in the bass, and that technically creates a dissonance because that 4 is technically a dissonance. So we have to explain it.
Yeah.
And we explain this one by being a passing chord. Why was this a passing chord?
Why was it a passing chord?
Yes.
I guess because the 2 melodies that we know so far are moving in passing.
Well,
Passing
and because
motion.
it moved right back down to scale degree 1. Right?
Yeah.
It moved between scale degree 3 and scale degree 1 in the bass.
Yeah.
So we call that so that's a passing motion, right?
Very good.
Yeah, remember your Schenker. If you go up a level, then we have gone with a passing tone. So.
And at this point, it's not so crazy to bring Schenker into
No.
we're 10 years in, but I still have a hard time memorizing some of these little other theory things that we talked about a long time ago that I haven't used since. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, that's
Inversions,
the issue.
for example.
That's the problem. It will get rusty if you don't use it.
I can invert all day long. I just forget what to call them. Those numbers.
Oh, all right. You ready for that fourth confirmatory listen?
Yeah, it'll be confirmatory, I think, but I'm still kind of sweating on that second chord as I do. So
Okay.
let's just hear how that treats me this time.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 1, 2.
That might just be a straight up two diminished chord, 7th chord.
It might be.
1.
The only thing that makes me wonder about that
Engage theory brain.
is that F sharp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And like a 2 would not move to a 1 without a 5 in between necessarily, right?
What? Like, I need a fifth listen, I think.
You don't get a fifth listen.
Oh, memory then, huh? Oh, or theory brain. Okay, so let's see here. We are looking at, in the key of G, we have an A note here, and then we have a C note there.
Yeah.
So those are two notes that are in the 2 chord.
Yeah.
A and C.
Yeah.
But those are also 2 notes that are in what other chord? The 7 chord?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Maybe I'll just call it a 7 chord.
What kind of 7 chord?
7. Oh, yeah, that might be where you got me.
Yeah.
Because there was an F sharp in there, right?
There was an F sharp in there.
We're looking at an F sharp, an A, and a C. So that's starting to sound more like a diminished.
It's a diminished
7 chord.
Yeah, raised 7.
See, I thought I heard something funky in there, like it was diminished, but then. Okay, so all you did was instead of having the usual minor 7, you raised it up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Boy, oh
It's
boy.
probably helpful to remember that classical music almost always does that.
Yeah, I thought it sounded familiar when I heard it. I just didn't know what to call it.
Yep. And of course, a 7 would be a dominant functioning chord, right?
Mm-hmm.
And moving to
1 in first inversion.
1 6.
1 6. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then moving back down. This time
To 5 6 5.
5 6 5.
No, 5 4 3.
5 4 3. And ending on
Straight up 1.
straight up 1. So at this point, the only thing we haven't figured out is that second chord, what inversion we're talking about.
First inversion.
So that would be
6 5.
7 6 5.
7
right?
6 5.
Yeah.
Wow. But diminished because of because you raised that.
Yes.
That.
Yes. Half diminished technically. So the 7 was the E, this here, so E, F sharp, and C.
Uh-huh.
Right? And then that E resolving down by half step to D.
Gracious.
In the 1 6 chord. Yeah.
Yeah. Half diminished, huh?
Yeah.
All right, that was my challenge. I was waiting for that big challenge.
Yeah, there you go.
I feel like I was doing pretty good so far, but you also threw me
As soon
some
as you brag
softballs.
about complain about how easy I'm going on you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there it is. All right.
Well, there's 4. There's 4 of them.
So is that enough Jeremy torture for one day?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. We hope our listeners enjoyed this. If you
I certainly did. This was fun.
Matt gets a chance to compose and make cool new chord
I get
progressions.
I get a chance to practice harmony.
I have to analyze what it is. And a fine job you did.
Thank you. And we will be back with you next time.
Yeah, the 10-year anniversary is coming right up.
Yeah,
So,
that's going to be exciting.
hope you guys enjoyed this and engage your theory brains.
Engage your theory brains. We'll see you next time.
Peace, love, and music.
And now, your ears are a little bit sharper. So, go celebrate. And maybe tell a fellow musician about us. Or leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice. Other ways to support us can be found on the donate page of our website, musicstudent101.com. And for questions or comments, you can email us at info@musicstudent101.com.